Okay, real quickly, like to get back to the Kyrie thing. Kyrie had 12 points, 6 for 19 in game one. Drew Holiday, 4 for 9, 12 points. And then go to game two, right? Drew Holiday, he was balling. 11 for 14 for 26 points. Kyrie, 7 for 18 for 16 points. Drew Holiday individually has outplayed Kyrie Irving.
Yes.
End of story. End of story. So when your guy that's hovering somewhere between fourth and fifth, because the Celtics are that loaded, they are that special, they are that good. When someone that's hovering around your fourth and fifth best player on any given night is outplaying your second best all NBA guy. And look, we all know that there is no way to guard Kyrie. There is no stopping Kyrie. There is no stopping certain players. They just need to play well. We've seen all the defenses. Luka had 1 assist, and Luka came out here and gave you 32, 11, and 11. Right? They're gonna figure it out. Kyrie hasn't figured it out yet. And we started the conversation saying that maybe it's Jason, maybe it's Luka, then Kyrie. Well, at this point in time, it's Luka, then a bunch of like Kyrie's in that.
All the Celtics.
a bunch of.
Well, and it's like of all the people that can up the game is Kyrie. But to Perk's point, if they're gonna play like this, if Kyrie is going to not reach that level that he has, they have zero chance.
Mm-hmm.
Zero chance. This is not going to be a Luka carry them. Some guys hit some threes. Now you're going to need multiple guys playing well with support.
Is this just simply experience too?
I got a diet, y'all.
Oh my God, Diet Dr. Pepper.
I got a diet too.
I got a diet. I mean, it's Allie, you got to take steps. You got to take baby steps, okay? I put down the.
No, I would crush a Diet Dr. Pepper every day with you.
That's disgusting.
Right there with you.
Carbonated
Diet Dr. Pepper over Diet Coke.
Oh man! So Dr. Pepper just took over as the number 2 soda.
What?
And Coke is number 1, and people are like, "Who the hell is keeping Dr. Pepper in business?" And now we know.
Working alleys. My God, so good. Is it experience though right now with Boston? When you talk about obviously Luka, we talk about how much Luka has just been playing at this level at this stage since he was 15 years old. But then when you go down and what is it with Kyrie? Tip your cap to Boston. Is there more for him to figure out on his own, or is it the defense? Will he be able to? Because you read his line, Rich, about 7 of 18, but he was 0 for 3 from 3. He can't even get a 3 off.
He cannot get a shot off, and it is the defense. And this is when you got to credit Joe Mazzulla. This is when because at first we was like, all right, Celtic fans, especially me, don't poke the bear. But guess what? It seems like to me, the players are feeding off that energy. That one possession that Jaylen Brown was ISO with, like the court spread it, anybody else would have got burnt up by Kyrie Irving. I mean, like he literally defended that at a high level. Now, you know what else comes into play? Jay Kidd, in my opinion, has been the best coach in the postseason, to be honest, like this entire postseason up until now. Now, I'm looking at Jay Kidd, and I'm like, all right, you see Derek White on Kyrie. You see Jaylen Brown on Kyrie, and you see Drew Holiday on Kyrie. We're talking about 3 of the best wing guard defenders, perimeter defenders in the league. What can you run to get Kyrie Irving going? Mm-hmm. Like, can you run pin downs? I don't know if they even run that shit no more. But like, what action can you put Kyrie in to get him going where it's not all isolation, because the ISOs is not working right now. Like the Celtics are too good. Luka, he's getting off because of the great pick and rolls, right? The screen set, and just like he's 6'7", 6'8", 250. Like he putting that shoulder into you. Kyrie Irving needs help at this point from his coach. I feel that way. I do.
I mean, we've seen it 2 games in a row. And well, obviously, Jason Tatum told us in his post-game interview after game 1, the recipe is allow Luka to get his and stop everyone else. Mm-hmm. They've done it 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
Oh, I even saw Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown was face guarding him. I think Kyrie was on the ball, and Tatum had no responsibility. He was just like face guarding Luka, saying, we don't care what happens behind. So even when Luka's off the ball, they're not even playing around and like, oh, let me help and let him get an open three. They're trying their best to shut it down. And he's still going to give 32. In end of the day, we all have been there. Your stars have to play great in the finals, and then they're going to need help and they're going to need support game to game. That's the only way to win it. And we were surprised. We were all surprised at the way they dismantled the Minnesota defense. But some of that was that Minnesota's offense was dog shit. Minnesota did not shoot the ball well. Karl-Anthony Towns did not play great. Anthony Edwards did not play great. So then we started focusing more on, man, they're dismantling their defense. The problem with here is that this is a better defensive team. The Boston Celtics are a better defensive team with more offensive firepower across the board. Yeah. That's just the truth. They don't have, and like, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they are the equivalent to Anthony Edwards and Carl, but they have more balance throughout their board. Again, Drew Holiday doing what he did, Al Horford knocking down shots, Porzingis giving 20 points in 20 minutes last game. Those are the things that make this team different. So maybe the Minnesota series might have fooled us. And we just waiting to see. I think maybe the Minnesota series might have fooled us to thinking that they could go and handle the defense and the offense from the Boston Celtics, which no one has this season.